So an official response about 5th generation got published. So let's talk a little bit about that. So Zmin just posted on the rumor roundup discussion page on the forum this image right here, this text, of course. Hey guys, we appreciate that the topic does love a good rumor. However, recently, some more extreme examples concerning stealth aircraft have been covered that go beyond that by misleading people with false information on the current development priorities. We want to be clear that the claim that 5th generation aircraft being planned for this year in any capacity is false and has not been a part of our plans for 2025. So finally, guys, we have an official confirmation, which is very, very good. Why is that? Well, the first thing is that they are acknowledging that stealth is a thing that will come to the game, basically, right? Not really positively, right, confirming, but it is just saying that it's not coming this year. So they're not denying, for example, that it will never come or something like that, which is, you know, maybe a small thing, but it's a good thing that they are just having an open discussion with this in mind, right? That 5th generation actually might come in the future, right? The second thing is that obviously having this type of thing really puts us into perspective, because the leaks that we had, they are normally 100% correct. So I really do doubt, I mean, according to these leaks, that, you know, they are probably coming, guys. We are probably going to have these vehicles, and they probably are planning something along those lines of having a 5th generation update, right? But even in the leak, it is saying that, you know, they were maybe considering to the end of the year, but it's probably going to be pushed back. So even the leak was kind of giving the idea that it's going to take more time than 2025 to actually have it be added, right? And with this, we can kind of have, by correlation, kind of an idea on when these 5th generations will come, which is next year. Remember that back in the day, they had the same response, more or less, to the Eurofighter and about some leaks that came from the same sources. And the Eurofighter indeed came in the same year, right? So it's not exactly the same as this time, but yeah, they are saying it's not planned to be added in 2025, but wouldn't they do something like this to throw us off, maybe, and actually add the first one in the end of the year? We will never know. I mean, we will know in the last update of the year. But at the same time, even if it doesn't come this year, it is great that they are confirming that the 5th generation aircraft are not being planned for this year, you know? So it is coming, right? So at the end of the day, I think it's a great response by them. I wonder where these leaks come from, because these aircraft will be a very big step up in performance. Not as big as some people think, but it will be a big step up. And denying that it will come this year really shifts the perspective to us to try to take it a little bit more lightly that 5th generations will come eventually, you know? And get ready for next year probably, or something like that, right? So it is great to hear this from Zmin, I think. An official kind of confirmation or denial in this case, right? That some of these leaks, you know, they were being very broad, or like they were being very open on the time frame of these 5th generation jets. But at least we have an answer due to those leaks, right? So I think it's a win-win situation for us, because we can kind of have an idea. Like I always said, guys, they don't say it's going to come this year. The leak said that it is they use the words slatted, I don't know how to pronounce that, for this year, or planned to this year, right? But they never said it was going to come this year. They are saying that they are working on these, right? And it will take a long time to add these things, because they are very complex aircraft, and there's a lot of them as well, right? So it just makes sense. It really does make sense. Honestly, I had this small feeling that they might add the first or second ones in the last update of the year, but even then, it is kind of a pushing. Like, we are it's too close, right? We are basically 2 patches from having done the last patch of the year, right? So it's kind of too close. But anyway, very interesting, right? Let me know in the comments what you think about it. I still believe firmly on the leaks that they are working on this aircraft, and I think this this denial of Zmin kind of confirms that on the very least they have certain plans behind closed doors, right? They're gonna be thinking about this, and that people want this aircraft, that people are expecting these things. So on the very least, the leaks show to the developers, right, that a lot of people are expecting this aircraft, right? So if it was a fake leak, which I don't think it is because it's coming from a very reliable source, on the very least, we kind of have an idea on what Gaijin is thinking about all of these, okay? So very interesting, very interesting. So thank you, Zmin, for doing this. This is great. More communication, amazing, especially with these leaks that are coming from reliable sources, but we don't know who is doing these, right? So it's a little bit more problematic, right? It's not an official thing. So it's good to have an official, in this case, denial for this year. That for now, at least, it's not planned to come this year, which is pretty good. Think about this, Zmin, what he says, guys. He's saying that the aim, or the claim, basically, to have 5th generation jets planned for this year is false. Not that the 5th generations are coming or being worked on. He's only saying that the idea that 5th generation is coming this year is false, which is something that the leak kind of said, but also said that it could be pushed back. So just think about that, okay? So I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys. See ya.